You didn't notice I got some work done.
I wanted it so bad and we didn't get it.
Like last week, my mother even saw the recap about me shooting an arrow in her leg.
Boom! Good for you.
Are you the victim or are you a strong person?
Boom!
Perpetrator, beat.
And I will hate tweet you.
Perpetrator, beat.
Boom!
And as far as those brothers not getting along, buy them both the same toy so they'll both shut the up.
Probably a needle, though. We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our super amazing Survivor finale and reunion recap show where Missy John, what I was just referencing, I was a little upset that before the show you didn't notice I got some work done.
I can't even see you right now.
You can say work done. See? Boobies.
I can't see you. All I see is a flashing Your Reality Recaps logo.
I don't believe you. Go ahead, John.
Where? That's all I
You
see.
tell the people where they can find you, John, because they know that they can find me over at Reality Recaps on Twitter.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to our finale comedic Survivor recap today. Can't wait to break down last night's finale with Missy and Eric. You can follow me at Comedy Jonah.
The superfan Missy Z here. Crazy finale last night. There's so much to say, so I hope we can cover it all. Glad you guys are watching, and you can follow me on Twitter at my55Y.
And I'm sure you can follow Hayden and Kat too, but where, they're not going to tell you. But more on that in a minute, because I just want to let you guys all know this is our finale recap, but that doesn't mean we're going anywhere. We still are covering Bravo. We have a Christmas spectacular. Survivor starts again. Amazing Race. We have so much coming out every week for you guys. You can see all of what we're doing at yourrealityrecaps.com/live show. The links will be below. Of course, if you're doing your holiday shopping, click on the little Amazon link on the homepage of our site. It really helps support our shows, and thumbs up and subscribe. All of that being said, oh my god, finale and reunion. Who wants the floor first?
First of all, I gotta say, that was a really long episode. By the end, I was like, oh my god, is this going to be over yet? But again, I like the end. I don't know what I like. But the show started off with Redemption Island. We have Hayden, we have Laura, and we have Tina, and they have to balance this vase. And shout out to Jeffrey Marks for telling us how the vases were covered in like a little bow. Loved it. You know, we started that out, and I couldn't even... I just can't even believe it. I would have never put money on Tina to win Redemption Island to go back into the game. What I loved most about it was Laura. Give it to me, Tina. I want it. Give it to me. And she's like, oh, no, sweetheart. I love you, but this is for $1 million. And Hayden, what? Your chance. And you couldn't have steadied that leg, really? Did you not look over at Tina holding her leg up with her hands? But, you know, I love Hayden. I would have liked to have seen him gone farther. I believe, honestly, in my heart, that Laura should have went back into the game, and unfortunately, Tina did it. Oh, my God. Tina, really, guys? What did you guys think?
I was dying. I could not believe how many problems Laura had right out of the gate.
I know.
Wobbling, shaking, all these recoveries. Jeff, great recovery. Great day. Burpeter, beat. Come on, Laura. I just last week told you were my pick. Oh, and I was dying when she did not go back into the game.
I wanted to yell at Jeff. I wanted to say, shut up. They're trying to concentrate. Don't tell them anything. Leave them alone.
Well,
Oh,
I think it's a little bit... Okay, can I take my fake boobs out now, by the way? Because
you know, unfortunately, we can't see them, but I always have mine on. You can't see me
I always
either.
have mine on, too.
Oh. Well, people in the chat are saying that they see me, so that is weird. I don't know why you guys are not seeing me. It's very weird. Anyway, so you can hear me, though, so hear this.
That was hilarious.
Hear this, Missy and John. What I didn't hear you just say was, oh, Eric, you were right. Tina made it back in. Boom! Boom, Tina made it back in. Boom. So I'm just saying, I called that.
Well, here's the deal, Eric. No offense. I mean, I love you dearly, but I never listen to anything that you pick because you always go against what I say, and I think I was right last week. So I don't even remember what you said, but if you were right, boom, good for you.
Well, to be fair, the reason that I picked Tina was because somebody spoiled it in our comment section. They said,
you must have read it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love how all your picks are spoilers.
I was not in an alliance with you. Mm-hmm. This is why my coconut alliance stayed strong.
Yeah, seems like that really worked out well.
We're not cheaters like you, cheater.
Hey, unlike Laura, unlike Laura, what was Laura thinking? Did she really think that Tina would just be like, okay, you want it, I'll give you $1 million?
Sure,
well,
here's $1 million.
Listen.
Here you go.
She helped Tina. I don't know. I wouldn't have done it either. Of course I wouldn't have done it.
I wouldn't either.
Now, if I were Laura, I'd be like, why did I help you, bitch? Why did I help you?
But see, but like even like last week, and my mother even saw the recap about me shooting an arrow in her leg. But even if it was down to me and my mother, and I would say, Mom, let me have this. Mom, let me have it. Give it to me. And my mom would be like, no way, Jose. She would take me down.
Again, it's that stupid fake drama that I have said since our very first recap. When you're a family in this season, it doesn't matter. You're going to share the money. But here's what I thought was more interesting.
Not in my family.
Well, I think you would. What was up with Jeff being like, talk about sore loser, Laura, who I loved and thought should have went back in, when Jeff was like, well, at least she learned a good lesson. And Laura's like, no, the lesson is that hard work does not pay, Sierra, at all. Don't even bother. Screw this game. I was just like, okay. Happy Laura.
And her bony chest with her fake boobs and just being like, no, I teach my kids to win at all costs.
It was definitely a boobalicious whole show. But nothing like Tina sticking finally, if anybody, we wanted them to keep where the idol was, and she sticks it down where there was really nothing at that. In the buff anyway, when she stuck the clue down, knowing that Tyson already had it, but she was she contested for herself.
Tina looked like Skeletor. I mean, the clue flew through right through. Right?
I will just say, the camera angle of Tyson being boob height with Katie and Tina, it was like Tyson's face with boobs on each side for their whole...
Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, like Mickey Mouse boob ears.
Sort of like Tyson's Mickey Mouse hair he had going on. What the hell is that?
Mickey Mouse nipple ears.
Oh my God, really?
Mickey Mouse nipple ears.
Yeah.
Nipple.
Comment below and let me know if you guys agree or not. Monica grabbed on to this whole bullying and I'm a dog on a chain thing. That was never a storyline all season until Sierra threw it out there kind of as a lie. Am I wrong on that or no?
No, you're not wrong at all. There. Yeah. Oh my God, did I say that? Eric, you're not wrong at all.
Oh my God, let me write it on the board.
Oh boy, I'm not.
Missy Z.
Write the date down. What is it? Monday, December 19th. 16th. 16th. Thanks, John. We need that. So we go into the first immunity. And again, that was a killer. With those blocks that you had to set up and you had to move back and you had to keep the table still. They should have named that challenge the FU challenge or the cursing challenge, because every single one of them cursed. And for me, I don't know if it was East Coast, West Coast, but everybody was blooped out. Every time they would drop the balls. Drop the balls. I'm thinking of Tyson here. Drop the...
You just have balls on your mind, Missy.
Drop the child.
I saw Colton and Caleb last night, and those boards, those puzzle pieces, whatever the hell you want to call them, but they kept falling, and I felt bad for every single one of them because they tried really hard. I thought Monica had it, I really did, but no. And Tyson,
you mean those blocks and the tables?
Where did he come from?
Are you talking about those tables, those wobbly tables with blocks?
Yeah, we had to sit the blocks up, and you had to walk back up with the string, and oh my God, every single one of them cursed. over and over and over again. You can tell that they were definitely frustrated with that challenge.
I
felt like it was horrible.
I felt like it looked really easy, and maybe I am totally crazy here. Yeah, I did not understand the whole
really competitive, right? That's why he wants to be on Amazing Race.
The whole like that was not hard at all. I give you the leg with the thing was hard, but just balancing on a piece of string, I don't get what was so hard about that at all. But I will agree with you, Missy. It was very hard. We all tried to sync up and watch it together, which I don't think you and John had this problem. But all of us on the East Coast trying to watch it, it started like 5 minutes, a 5-minute time difference between like East Coast Canada and Central Time. So there were like 3 groups of us all spoiling it for each other. It was very hard to watch online and tweet last night for the East Coast. But yeah, I thought that the little tile-y things, I didn't think it looked that hard, but kudos to Tyson. He pulled it out again.
Kudos to Tyson.
Yeah.
He wasn't my favorite. He was not. But I have something to say about the end. So we'll just move on.
So move on to then Jervis bullying Monica now, and him telling us, I'm bullying Monica to get her to stay with us.
Didn't you just say she never made a case about being bullied, but now we're saying that she was bullied?
Yes, that's what I mean. Up until this episode, or up until last episode, I feel like it was never a storyline, and then all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere, and then she kind of used it in the final tribal, where I was just like, I don't know.
I don't think people are necessarily trying to bully her or talk, I think that she's not really listening, so people start to raise their voices at her and be like, why aren't you thinking this way? Well, I got this, and then you need to be quiet, and this is the way it should be, that's how it's coming across to me. She's just not listening, so people are having to speak up, and even to the point where Jervis had his hands on her shoulder to just listen to me for just a second. Come on.
I loved when we got to the first tribal, though, last night, because, and Monica was right in saying this after we saw the vote, how the vote went, the fact that Tyson used that idol on Jervis was like a thank you for being my puppet all season long, I'm going to say, but I thought he wanted to take it home to Rachel. Boy, it didn't take him too quick to get rid of that. But then I'm thinking, why did he do that? Because he might need to save himself. But of course, we all know how that turns out.
I just don't know why Monica stuck to her alliance for so long with Tyson. I mean, wasn't she kind of thinking, I don't know if I can beat him. He's done some big moves. He's gotten the idol. I can beat Jervis. He didn't even get a vote at the end. But, I'm surprised she didn't try to get rid of him earlier. I mean, everybody on Twitter was talking about how she played the game and she was just so, respected the game. Blah, blah. At the end of the day, you don't even have any money on it. So,
Yeah, the edit, though, too. Sorry, if you were trying to cut in there, Eric, I couldn't see you. The edit there, too, where she was like, it made it look like she was definitely going to go against her alliance, that she was finally going to flip. And come down to it, she never did. And I think that, I personally think that her downfall was last week. And then when she had the chance, she should have said, but there was no chance to get out Tyson this week. So she blew it. She definitely blew it. She blew it last week. Sorry.
I definitely agree. I think, John, to what you were saying, I feel like that was her only play, was to stick with Tyson and Jervis, because if she did, at least that's the one argument she can make. I stuck with them the whole time. Kind of what she said for a second in the final tribal. Everybody came to me with offers, but I stayed true to the people I was true with. I just felt like that's why she had to do it. It was her only play in her mind on a jury that is all against her. Go ahead, Miss.
But in Survivor, it might have worked for it might have worked for Big Brother, it might work for other, reality shows. In Survivor, it's not that I stayed true to my alliance. Tell me what move you made. The move I made was I turned on my alliance. So right there, wrong. I mean,
Oh,
in my
I'm not
opinion.
saying it was right. I'm not saying it was right. I'm just saying I think in her head, that was what
Right.
she thought. This is my only
Sounded
plea
like
I
you
can
did,
make to the
Eric.
jury.
Yeah.
I'm
Sounded
so
like
glad
it.
neither of you can see me right now. That's for
Oh,
sure.
I can see you perfectly.
This is for you, chat room. No, only love. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's go to the immunity challenge where all three of them had to run up the steps and they had to collect the bags and they had to run all these places and get on these go-karts and pull themselves. And was that not intense? And go down the slide. And did you guys like that? Because I really liked that challenge.
I did
thought
too.
It
was like fun. I think I've been to a water park that looked like that.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
like it, Eric?
I
Okay.
agree. It made me laugh out loud. With them in the little bucket pulling it, it killed all the suspense for me. Because it's like, oh my god, up the thing, and down the stairs, and how much, like, it's like the intense music. And also
It was
it's like,
seeing Tina. It was seeing Skeletor Tina.
And I know, poor Tina. She's, oh my god. But they said that she was 56 years old. Somebody said she was 56, and then we find out later that she's 53. I caught on to that. I don't know if anybody else did. But back to Monica, because, I did find it funny. She's running up the steps, and Jervis does say to her, to your left, and she's like, bam, 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 with that elbow. And I'm like, what? What do we have going on here? Did you just do that? Trip his ass. Don't elbow him. Trip him.
Right.
But, yeah. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. It was funny. It was funny. It was
Yeah.
comical.
I loved it. I thought it was hysterical. I thought it was very suspenseful. In a way, I almost thought it was a little easier than past seasons. I mean, I know they always do this, a mix of all the challenges. I don't know, but Tyson seemed to have no problem. I mean, I wasn't even close how far ahead he was. And I have to give it to him. He really pulled through on these last challenges. He did a good job. But, like you say, then there's Monica elbowing Jervis. Okay, so you're upset that he didn't use the idol on you. You are willing to freaking elbow him in the final challenge. I don't know what more
you
signs.
say he's bullied you, but now all of a sudden you're elbowing him. So which is it? Are you the victim or are you a strong person?
It's not even about being the victim of the strong person. It's, oh my god, why are you do something about it. So when Tina came to her with that offer to make fire, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be the season we went to Rocks and we got fire.
Same thing. I was like, oh my goodness, thinking the same thing. Yeah. We didn't get fire, and it showed him. It showed Jervis blowing on fire, like he was practicing. I wanted it so bad, and we didn't get it.
I thought for sure we were getting it. The fact that they showed that scene and made such a big deal about it, I almost tweeted out, well, clearly we're going fire. But then I was like, no, this is the CBS edit. Whatever they shove down your throat, it's the opposite. Mm-hmm. So we're not. So I mean, then we're in Final Tribal, which I would like to point out, and I was very pleased with, we didn't have the walk of shame on this one. I never liked that part of any Survivor. We have to like walk up the mountain and walk past the torches and let's all have a little memory. Hey, we all watched it. We get it. We don't need to see it. So I like that they left that out. So what did we think of that Final Tribal and America's favorite drug addict, Vetus? Let's start with him.
Oh, my God.
Being like, I said I was going to vote for you, Tyson, so I'm not. I don't like you. Jervis, nobody needs to talk to you. And Monica, I thought we were cool, but no, bitch. Okay, bye. I would have just been like, bye, Vetus.
Okay, yeah. What I personally didn't get out of the tribal, I mean, you could tell with all the questions they were asking, I don't understand. I still don't understand, and maybe you guys can help me, chat room, everybody watching. What was it that they wanted to know about Monica? Because I know a lot about Monica. And if I was watching the show and I learned about her, why didn't her castmates know about her? So I don't get it. And she was like, she literally didn't know. She did not answer correctly, unfortunately. She should have said, you've been with me for 39 days. You don't know who I am by now? I'm the one who won this immunity challenge. I'm the one who ate this for my family. I'm the one who stuck with this alliance because there was I didn't know what to do at that point in time, if I should take him out or not, but I'm playing for Monica. Monica's a genuine person, but Monica kicked ass in this game, and I definitely deserve to win Survivor. Not the, I don't know what you want from me. What is it? And why they kept doing it? Ugh.
I wasn't sure if I had maybe had a little too much wine, burp, burp, but I thought the same thing. Why don't you know her by now? It's so weird. And then when she answered it and she cried and everything, then who else got up and said, oh, it was Hayden. So
Hayden.
Who are you really?
Yeah, who are you really?
She's like,
well,
I don't know.
Peel my mask off.
I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, see, I took Hayden's question way differently. I thought he was trying to actually help Monica. I think Monica took his question all wrong. I thought he was trying to say, like, hey, Monica, this is how the jury feels. I know this from Ponderosa. What they're all looking for from you is some emotion. So I'm trying to help you be able to give an answer
After
that is going.
After she just cried and opened up, I want some emotion from you. Have you been paying attention, Hayden?
But we don't know how it was edited. We don't know how it was edited.
I do.
Laura did
I
the
have
same
it
thing,
right
but Hayden
here.
and her are going to have coffee. I would have, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm the one who fed you people because I didn't eat. I gave you my food. Work it. Not that you don't know. And she's a genuinely good-hearted person. But how did we as viewers get to know her and her castmate? Don't.
Yeah, that is a really good point. I want to write down right now, Monica, we know that you follow us on Twitter, so if you're watching, can you please tweet us why you did not bring up the food? Because that is a very good point that Missy just made. I don't know why you didn't use that. Should have. Once you got there, I say use it. It's not a benefit during the season.
Do you know another?
Not only did she win the challenges, and she won a lot of them, the ones that she didn't win, she was neck and neck to win them. And that's exactly what I would have said. I gave it my all. I gave my everything.
Yeah.
What is this Brad Culpepper? You know, it made me worry about their marriage a little bit. You know, because she...
That's what I've been saying all season.
Yeah. I want to be the... I think that she might need a little help, actually.
I know.
I love her dearly enough to say that I think that she needs a little bit of help.
Yeah. So, Monica, now that this whole season I thought I was the one being mean to you, let me let you know that in February we are going to be doing a Valentine's Day relationship special if you and your man, Brad, want to come on. No.
I love Monica. You know, I loved her all season. I just think that she could have won this game.
I think she could have too if she hadn't taken Tyson. Another moment I loved is when Katie, is it Tina's daughter Katie, stepped up and said, Tyson said you weren't going to play the game maliciously, but yet when I had the white rock, you leaned over and said, see that seat over there? It's yours. Yeah. It's your seat. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard.
So
I'm glad she called him out on it.
I think this is a good point. Let us segue then into the reunion, because we have a lot of good from the reunion to talk to.
Yes.
Of course, nobody is surprised. All of the votes ended up coming down to Tyson. Tyson winning. I don't think anybody was surprised about that. Now, what I was surprised about, and you guys comment below, I will be Eric's serious moment of your reality comedic recaps for a second. I was a little disappointed that CBS did not lead off with the whole Katie and Tina and the tragedy of their family. The fact that they, held it to the end, let's put Cochran's skit in first and everything else first, it just seemed weird to me that they held it to the end. It just felt a little impersonal, but, I guess maybe they didn't want to bring everybody down in the beginning, but I don't know. It just felt weird to me. That's all. That's all I said.
I think it would have been
no
weird.
No one's going to like me. I don't know if anybody's going to like me. But Rachel who? Oh, Rachel. Rachel was my... I'm like, Rachel who? I'm like, oh, shit, Rachel. Not any time during the season have we heard Tyson say, I'm doing this because I miss Rachel, because she's my striving force, because everybody knew. It's like the last 2 episodes we hear who Rachel is. And I know we saw her in the beginning of the show, but I even forgot who she was.
Yeah, so did I.
I mean, you guys are
No,
gonna
because you were
mock me
hypnotized by
anyway.
Brad Culpepper. That's why, Missy.
Yeah, that's probably why. But I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. And to go to what Eric just said about Tina and them, um, God, personal issues should stay personal for
Yeah.
me. So I was even surprised that they spoke about it. My heart is definitely with them. Like I'm not a heartless person. But you might think I am after today, but I'm really not. But
In an
anyway,
hour, she will be.
yeah, the whole thing is I think that the reason that they said it was to get the point across to buckle up. So they had to share that experience with America, with all the watchers, so they can say, buckle up. Because if you don't buckle up, this could be the end result. So for that is great. But at a finale, no, make a commercial with CBS, or, your local police officers or something, because you have the celebrity quo, and use that. It didn't belong at the Survivor finale for me personally.
I was glad that it was mentioned. I was glad that it wasn't done like a lead-in, like Eric was saying. He's shocked that didn't happen. I thought it was done perfectly fine. That was stuff that was on Twitter. It was acknowledged. It was acknowledged that they're going through a tough time, and I thought it was actually perfect the way they did it.
Let us talk about Colton and Jeff.
Oh, Caleb.
No. Colton and Jeff, I mean specifically, the subtext in between their conversation, and this is allegedly and Eric reading between the lines, but when Jeff was like, you quit the game twice, Colton, and the camera shots of Colton, and he just looked at Jeff and went, that to me was like, oh, we've already discussed this, and you were not allowed to say I quit it twice. Like, there was a whole dialogue in that stare that Colton gave him. Like, you know what you're allowed to say with me being here, bitch. So I loved it. And he was cursing Jeff out on Twitter all season. He said F you to him. I hate this game. I hate Survivor. So none of that was authentic, and I hated every minute of it. And lastly, Colton, I don't believe your whole, oh, okay, I turned around and turned a new leaf. I needed somebody and now I don't. BS. You're full of shit. I don't believe one word you have to say, Colton. Move along, but oh, no worries. The fact that you're back at this finale means we'll all be seeing him again. Because if they were done with him, he wouldn't be back.
And I could not agree with you more. And I'm going to add that Caleb must have had some bad karma, and being with Colton, he's going to pay it all back and just have a brand spanking shiny new life.
And lastly,
well, you did hear Jeff say did hear Jeff say that they met up last week together, so they had to obviously put some legality things to work, what you can say, what you can't say, and they probably paid him a nice penny to show up.
Right, and they would not have done that unless they plan on bringing him back. So I'm telling you all, mark my words right now, we will see Colton again on Survivor for a third time. John, what I thought about people's looks, okay, we'll segue into that and then we'll take some questions. I really only have two things to say. Hayden, hated your hair, hated your suspenders. Kat, you were clearly drunk, and we can get to that. But oh my God, Caleb had like Santa Claus face. Every time the camera went on him, I was like, oh, it's Santa. It's like a thin Santa. That is what I thought of Caleb. That is my impressions on people's looks. So go ahead, Missy. Who did you think what about?
Oh, I'm going down the list.
Oh, go ahead.
Tyson, I thought Tyson could have dressed better because you knew he was going to win, but it showed his rocker side. So I liked it.
That's a rocker side?
Rachel, I didn't even remember. Yeah, well, it looks like a rocker side.
Well,
Rachel, I didn't even know. She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Monica dressed for Eric, definitely, because she covered her whole body so she couldn't show off her veins in her silver dress from neck, arms down, So she got my message, my memo to her.
Good.
Brad, again, Brad,
Brad
that's
was
her
holding
husband.
right.
I think
Brad had her holding tight like she couldn't say anything. It was exactly what she said.
Yeah.
I just want this to be about Monica because for the last 13 years it's been about Brad, and there's Brad right there on top of her.
You can run, but I'll find you.
We need to make up a safe word for Monica so she can tweet us. That safe word.
I thought Jervis looked great. It was good to see him out of his Philadelphia Eagles shirt. You know,
Sure.
Jervis looked great. We didn't get to know his other half. I didn't get to know. We didn't see too much or hear, you know.
No, he dogged her out the first 2 weeks.
Katie, I thought Tina looked exceptionally well.
I
love her haircut. I was shocked.
I agree with
I
you.
thought she looked really good.
And Katie is so pretty.
Yeah, Katie is she's a natural beauty. Like, no enhancements need to be done. She doesn't need to wear a lot of makeup. She's very naturally pretty. So, I like that about Katie. Okay, good. I like that you're liking Hayden. I liked your hair, not gonna lie. The suspenders needed to go, but your smile takes over everything else and your good heart, so it didn't even matter.
No, those suspenders were like from the Big Brother house.
Yeah, Kat, I don't know you. I think I would love to know you because I didn't even know you were drunk. I just thought that was fun personality. Love your rack. You know, love that you wanted it out there to everybody know that you got a new rack. Your hair was phenomenal, and you seem like a fun person. So
I think the hair didn't match her athletic body, and it looked weird. It was like we got an elegant head and we popped it on an athletic Barbie body. It looked weird.
That is so true. So true. That is it.
I loved her hair. I'm gonna cut my hair like that. Caleb, yeah, you look like Santa Claus in disguise. You still need to shave from very good guy though. And Colton's lucky to have you. Colton, I have nothing. Quit, I quit. Nothing. He looks the same. He's a quitter. Yeah, and I'm under no kind of contract. I'm trying to go up to the right-hand corner. Your favorite, John and Candace. Didn't see much about them, didn't hear much about them. So
were they there?
They were there at the very end, and I felt really bad because I felt bad for Eric. I was thinking of them. They seemed very happy. And Sierra, I thought Sierra looked great, but I think Laura was the prettiest one there.
It was nice to see, no more, bones here and, the natural setting of the boobs, how they laid.
Oh, Vetus and Aris.
Oh, yeah.
They still didn't talk for 2 weeks after they got home. They're still at it. I wonder what's going on. I think I like Vetus more than Aris, the older brother. Did I have that right?
No, you have it wrong. Vetus is the drug addict. Aris is the previous winner.
So I like Aris. I like Aris better than Vetus. I like Aris better than Vetus, and I find it funny that Vetus had to pay to get Twitter followers. Listen, follow us here in Reality Recaps. We could hook you up all season.
I know
just
someone
like
else who did.
Eric knows how to do it, so.
Yes.
I like the drug addict better than I like the other one, allegedly.
Wow.
People were kidding. We're kidding. Comedic video recaps. He's not really drunk.
We're joking.
Yeah, we're joking.
I wonder if Pretty Katie's going to be set up with the alleged drug addict.
No,
please.
Still
making that happen?
Them fighting, I was just so over it. I'm over this. I couldn't be any more over that storyline. Kind of like, although I will say to his credit, I thought the whole Cochran thing was pretty funny. Who knew Cochran could actually do some funny acting? The only break in it for me, and I realize you guys can't see me, I thought his acting... Oh, you can see me now? I thought his acting was, on point. I thought he was giving it right back. I thought he had great comedic timing. But then when he sat down on that couch, he was, hunched over. He had no posture on that couch, and it ruined all of his presence in that scene for me. That's all I'm saying. But I thought it was very funny, and who knew you could win a reality TV show and then go ahead and get a career out of it that you've always dreamed of.
That's really
wrecked my day.
On a non-joking, that's really commendable. It didn't belong in Survivor finale, but I'm glad it was there because it made me laugh. That's all.
And as far as those brothers not getting along, buy them both the same toy so they'll both shut the up. Okay, I'm sick of it too.
It's probably a needle, though. Comedic.
There's no other way to bond than.
You two need to go on a little trip together, if you know what I mean. What, Misty?
I said I'm glad Tyson won. I am. I mean, he did play a great game.
He did.
The way that he played the game, it wasn't necessarily how I would have done it. But Jervis... Again, Jervis said, I was standing behind him. I was letting him, be the puppet master. But you know what? Then pull those strings. And he didn't. So that's his downfall. Same with Monica. She didn't answer properly. She went to a soft side, which I love her dearly. I mean, I totally get it. Why they didn't know her, I don't understand. You know, that was her time to say, this is who I am, not this is what I'm doing it for.
I've been in Brad's shadow for years. This is my time.
Yeah, and like I said, I think she needs help for that.
Yeah.
What's her safe word, Missy? If Monica just tweets out a safe word, what should the safe word be? And not help from Brad. It should be like popcorn or, you know.
Yeah. Oreos. Oreos is always my go-to one. Don't try using it as my password because it's not my password, people. Oreos is not my password.
But if you would watch a reality check show, you would know what my iPhone password is because I gave that out stupidly. John W. says, Tyson has $1 million. He at least can use some of it to get a haircut. We agree, John. He needs to use some of it to get a haircut.
It's not even attractive. Like, ugh. It's like if, you know, it was like,
hello, I think his hair is very attractive.
If he was sitting down from behind, it would look like a little girl, and then he'd turn around with that man face. It'd be like, oh, you know, like those cartoons. Oh.
I think his hair is very attractive.
Because you want to braid it. And, you know.
Yeah, that's
okay.
It.
So Bethany is saying, no, Colton said in an interview that Jeff called him and they talked about the questions and that Colton can redeem himself or bury himself. Yeah, I think he buried and then buried it some more. Kim G said, when Monica said she made Brad, I wanted to puke. Oh, that's right. How did she make an all-star quarterback?
Maybe he was just a cocky jock and she made him a father and a man.
Oh,
whoops.
Yeah. This is true.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm going from a woman's point of view here, because I always think I make my husband too. So
here's a good rumor we have from John W. He said there's a rumor that production promised Tyson they'd bring him back and rig it for him after they made him make that dumb move in Heroes vs. Villains that got him voted off. Well,
welcome to reality TV.
Yeah. I was going to say, we could do a whole show on what people's theories are of, you know, game manipulation.
Survivor TV myths.
Right. Michael is saying, I think everyone's questions at Monica were all out of confusion on her, not flipping on Tyson.
I would agree with that.
Yep. So I know that we have so many more questions. We will answer all of them after the show in the edited version down below.
This has been so fun hanging out with Missy Z and Eric talking about Survivor. I'm sad the season's over, but we'll be back. And I hope, and Missy Z won't be a stranger with reality recaps. So thanks so much for tuning in. You can follow me at Twitter at Comedy Jonah.
Super fan, Missy Z here. Loved doing Survivor. Not a big fan like a Big Brother fan, but definitely has me intrigued, and I love how it all plays out. I want to thank you guys for watching. Eric, John, I want to thank you for being funny every week, giving me something to laugh about, and asking me to join you guys for this. I've had a blast. You ask me for anything in the future, you know I'll always be there if I can be. Survivor, Bronze, Brains, and Beauty next season. Well, I'm sorry, but Caleb doesn't have any of it. So I don't think that he'll be back for that. But I can't wait to see, or yeah, how everything goes. Not Caleb, Colton. Sorry.
Oh, I know you meant
Colton. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to both of you two for being on. Missy, we want you back next season. I believe it starts in February. I believe it starts February on my birthday. So if you don't come back, you are not giving me a birthday present, and I will hate tweet you. That's number one. Number two, thank you everybody for watching us all season. Go back and check out our other stuffs, and we're all not going anywhere. We will all be back. We're doing more shows every single week. This is just the end of Survivor for right now. Of course, holiday shopping, use the link on Amazon.com. Thumbs up and subscribe right here on YouTube so you don't miss any of our future shows. And we will be back tomorrow to talk Bravo with one Amanda Zuckerman from Big Brother 15, who has a connection to several housewives and may have allegedly gotten into an altercation with Brandy earlier this week. So you are not going to want to miss our Bravo show tomorrow at 3 p.m. And we will see you guys all soon. Thank you so much for a good season, John. Missy, love both of you. And P.S. You never got me. Stopping the broadcast right now. Bye!